Thank you very much, Austin West. John Swisher, Corey Coates, along with you from Exide Field inside the Beckman Sports Complex here tonight as the Hawks welcome in the Beckman Blazers as the Blazers come in the 7th-ranked team in Class 2A, a record of 14-6 so far this season. They played 20 games, 21 and 22 coming up tonight. Overall, the WAMAC, they're 11-3 on the east side. They're 2-2. Good for a tie for 4th with Marion in the east side of the WAMAC Conference. The Hawks are 8-10-1 on the east side, still looking for their first W of the season with an 0-6 mark as the Hawks at home have a record of 4-3. Last week, all on the road, had games 2 and 5. Always good to be back at home, Corey Coates, as the Hawks will try to get back in the groove. And a couple guys that were missing late last week with Zach Goebel and Jared Voss back in the mix here tonight. So it's always good to get players that are used to starting as well back into the rotation in that starting lineup as well.
Yeah, what a beautiful night for a ball game. You know, I saw Coach Warner working out on the field the past couple days. We got a new home of the Hawks is out in the right field defense now, and it's a good rivalry game. And see if the Hawks can kick off their homestand here with a nice victory here in Game 1.
As the Hawks and the Blazers getting set here, Game 1 of the split doubleheader tonight. Bill Logan will have coverage from Sill Field, West Delaware softball taking on the Beckman Blazers, and we will be underway here at 5:01. On this Monday evening, the 17th day of June 2019, and a strike on the outside corner at the knees to Luke Getkin, a shortstop. Played a little bit varsity ball last year for that Beckman team. That was 29-12, lost in the Class 2A Sub-State Final down in Solon to Wilton 4-0. As on the mound, Jared Voss, there's a ball up and out of play.
Boy, I really love how Voss is getting started. I think he's thrown 3 pitches in about 15 seconds. He gets on the mound, knows what he wants to throw, and goes.
The numbers on Jared Voss. This is his 4th start. He's got a 2-0 record. This ball's popped up out of play right side. 18 innings pitched for Jared Voss. 17 hits, 5 runs against him, 3 earned runs against. 1.17 ERA. 7 walks, 3 hit batters, 17 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 246 against him. Here's another ball. Up and out of play. It's Jared Voss. On the bump, his battery mate, Kyle Cole. For the Hawks, Funk, Woolert, and Goebel left to right. It's Curley, Casey, Meyer, and Ridenauer around the horn. Here for Coach Nate Lahr. And the Hawks swing and a miss. Drop 3rd strike. Nope, he held on to it, says the home plate umpire. Mike Bonwell of Cedar Rapids doing the home plate duties for Game 1. Eric Olson on the base pass from Dubuque. So the first one here. As Getkin goes down for the swinging strikeout for out number 1, it brings up Sean Deitmeyer now.
Yeah, great pitch there by Jared. Went after him with 5 straight pitches of fastballs and just dropped that curveball in and got him on his front foot.
And there's a ball inside off the plate. 1-0 the count to Sean Deitmeyer, one of the seniors on this team for Beckman. 55 at bats, 8 runs, 19 hits, 3 doubles, 14 runs knocked in. He's batting .345. And 1-1 the count here to Deitmeyer. Look in by Voss. 1-1 on the way, and it's a strike on the inner half. Thigh high for strike 2. 1-2 the count here to Sean Deitmeyer. 2-hitter for head coach Fred Martin. There's a ball skied right side. Right fielder Ridenauer coming in, battling the sun, and puts it away. The pop out to the first baseman for out number 2 brings up Seamus O'Connor now.
Ben did a nice job fighting off the sun. Reminds me of being a third baseman at the softball time. You got to fight through that a little bit. Perfect placement. Once again, Jared working on top. Inside fastballs. Gets up in the count. Drops a little off-speed pitch up outside. Great start.
There's a light wind here from the northeast. About 5 miles per hour. 77 degrees. A feel like of 79. Humidity sitting at 62%. There's a swing and a miss by Seamus O'Connor, one of the better hitters in the lineup for Beckman, as he's been on this roster for several years, part of the state championship team 2 years ago. Ball popped up and out of play left side, 0-2 the count to O'Connor. He scored 13 times, has 17 hits, 7 doubles, leads the team in that category, 1 triple. He's knocked in 13, and he hits .315. Boss ready. This one is lined into center field, going over to his right. Putting it away will be Logan Woolert. And has a line out to the center fielder for out number 3. Since it's the bottom of the first inning, West Delaware and Beckman baseball here from KMCH Sports. Welcome back into Exide Field. John Swisher, Corey Coates, along with in-studio producer Austin West, back on East Main Street inside the cool air-conditioned studios of KMCH Radio as we start things off here in the bottom of the first inning with Kyle Cole, the freshman catcher for the Hawks, standing in against Carter Pecci, the right-handed thrower for Beckman, the senior. A strike there to Kyle Cole. It's Cole, Woolert, and Voss, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 the count now to Kyle Cole, the freshman, one of the leading Hawk hitters. Second on the team in average. He's batting .327 with 17 hits, tied in that column with Logan Woolert. Ball fouled left side. Count stays at 1 and 2. Cole in 52 at bats has scored 10 times, those 17 hits, 1 triple, 9 runs batted in. He's walked a team leading, check that, second of the team, 14 walks behind Ben Reitenauer. As he fouls this one back to the screen, on base percentage of .470. 1 and 2 the count here to Kyle Cole. And what a difference varsity experience makes. He had a good amount of it last year as a 8th grader at the varsity level. You know how important that is.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Fouls off another pitch there. I still remember the game up here against Clear Creek Amana when he got brought in when Nick Casey came in relief. It's like, what a way to get your 8th grade summer baseball started with catching Casey in that huge game, come from behind win in that one.
1 and 2 the count, still to Cole. The pitch from Pecci is swung on and missed. Off the outside corner, he chased it and came up empty for the swinging strikeout, out number 1. That brings up Logan Woolert now. As a sophomore, has scored 12 times, 48 at bats, 17 runs, 6 doubles. He's driven in 5 runs, 2 sacrifices, 9 walks, .354 average on the season for the sophomore Logan Woolert. Pecci's delivery is a strike. Curveball. Broke right on that outside corner above the knees for a beautiful pitch there for strike 1.
Yeah, Pecci, it's probably about his 4th curveball he's thrown. Does a nice job using that for strikes.
There's a pitch up and out for a ball. Here to Logan Woolert. Deitmeyer, Grover, and Offerman left to right for the Blazers. O'Connor, Getkin, Roush, and Marbach around the horn. All sprayed right side foul. 2 strikes now on Logan Woolert. Stonkin and Pecci, the battery. And Coach Fred Martin, his 23rd season overall Beckman baseball. Second as the head coach, his third total, with being the interim coach in 2017, taking over for the late Tom Jing Jr., of course, the Hall of Famer. Top 5 all-time, most wins. State of high school baseball. There's a ball outside and low as Woolard has worked a nice bat at bat here. We're even 2-2.
It's interesting how Voss has been working the inside half against Beckman. Petchy's been working the outside half on our hitters.
Swing and a miss. Took a little off there. Came inner half, belled high, and Woolard could not get a piece of it. He goes down for the second swinging strikeout victim for out number 2, and that brings up Jared Voss now.
I do like the pace of both pitchers. Petchy gets the ball, gets his signal, and he's up and ready to move. Keep the pace of this game going.
Jared missed last week, wrestling freestyle and retro down in the state of Washington, as with Wyatt Volker, the team finished 4th and 5th respectively in those two different styles of wrestling nationals. Congratulations to those two young men, two very important pieces to the tremendous state championship West Delaware wrestling team. There is a swing and a miss, drop third strike, but Stelkin throws down to Marbach for the third strikeout of the inning. We go to the second. Nothing doing score-wise here from Manchester. It's West Delaware and Beckman baseball. You're listening to it from KMCH Sports. Foul ball. Welcome back in, top of the second. Ball foul left to the plate off the bat of Owen Grover, leading things off. 0-1 to count. The Beckman center fielder, another senior, 24 runs scored, 57 at bats, 23 hits, 2 doubles, 3 triples. He's knocked in 13 at .404 average. Best on the team for Owen Grover. 5-6-year Grover, Marbach, and Offerman for the Blazers.
Not too often you expect the 4-hitter to try a little drag bunt in the first pitch.
No, not at all. There's a ball that hits the mitt of Kyle Cole, bounces backwards, and we're even now 1-1. The count here to Owen Grover. Jared Voss, 2-0 record coming in, 1.17 ERA. He's only allowed 5 runs. Check that to 17 hits. 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 7 walks, 17 strikeouts, 3 hit batters, 246. Opponents are hitting against him. The left-handed batter, Grover, stands back in. This one is ripped out of play, left side with a foul ball. And he'll stand back in. Brock Marbach is in on deck circle for the Blazers. Marbach, Offerman, Stelkin, Westhoff, and Petchy. The rest of the lineup here for Beckman. Here's a bouncing ball left side as eats up Curley there. Takes a high bounce off his left forearm and bounds into shallow left field. Casey trots it down. And Grover will be on with the first error of the game.
Yeah, that was one of those in-between hops. He got to it just as it was coming up and kind of scooted right up his arm on that one. Luckily, he didn't kick out into the outfield. Nick was able to track that down and keep him on first.
Marbach standing in with a runner on first. Another senior, 58 at bats, 10 runs, 15 hits, 259 hitter. Ball misses upstairs there for ball one. 1-0 the count. Beckman coming off that tough loss to the rival Cascade in Cascade at Legion Park on Friday night. 10-0. Cougars put it to the Blazers in 5 innings. The Hawks beat Lisbon in non-conference play down in Lisbon in Lynn County on Friday night. The Hawks winning that ball game. As a throw over, nothing doing. Getting back in is Marback, and here's the pitch, and swing off the near the handle of the bat for a foul ball, and we're even 1-1.
Jared doing a nice job still working that ball on the inside half. See if he can get himself a ground ball here, get a double play.
Hawks beat Lisbon by 5, 9-4 on Friday night. It's 7 games last week did the Hawks. Talk about them going 2-5. Another throw over, sliding back in head first safely is Grover. As this week, 5 games scheduled. They'll have that makeup game against Wahlert, JV varsity doubleheader on Wednesday night. And then the Wamac Cross Division DH with Center Pointer Bandit Thursday night. We'll have all the action here from KMC Sports. Sean bunt, gets it down. Perfect bunt down the first base line. Boss is going to get to it. Underhand toss to right now or for the out. Marback with the sacrifice there does his job very nicely. Scrover moves up to second. 1 out. Nick Offerman will stand in.
Yeah, nice sacrifice bunt there. Pushed it right up the line. Heck of a job by Voss to get to the ball and give a nice little flip to the first baseman. Kept on second. We'll see if Beckman can put something together here and get the first run across.
Yeah, this is a ground ball right side. Second baseman scoops it up. Meyer and to Ridenauer on the 4-3 put out for number 2. Matt Stelkett standing in. The catcher here is getting over to third, Owen Grover. Stelkett, the 7th hitter on this team. Another one of the seniors, 45 at bats, 1 run, 13 hits, 10 runs driven in, a 289 average. There's a ball inside off the plate for ball 1 to Stelkett. So an error. Grover reaching, sacrificed by Marbach, and then Offerman with the ground out. This one is popped up and out of play. We're even out 1-1.
Ball still working quickly, still working around the zone. That's still just his 11th pitch this inning. He's getting up in the count and getting things done.
And the 0-1 is down, and we're even here. 1-1 to Matt Stelkett. 2 outs in the top of the second. No score from Exide Field. This one's popped up right side. Right now we're over beyond that first base dugout. Going to go out of play. 2 strikes here on Matt Stelkett. The runner on third and 2 down.
Deuce is wild with 2 outs.
As Voss getting his signs from Cole. And he's ready. The 2-2 to Stelkett downstairs for ball 3. We're full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. West Delaware coming in, 94 runs scored on the season. They average 5 a game. They give up 5 a game as well. Ball fouled left side, third base coaching box. Former Blazer Connor Klosterman could not quite handle it there off the hop. Down the third base side, 102 runs against the Hawks so far. They give up 5. Blazers score 8 runs a game. 152 runs for, 98 against. They give up 5. There's a little scribble. That looked like it went off the foot. He's trying to sell it to the umpire, not calling it, and out is going to be the call. As Stelkett thought he hit it off his foot, Connor Klosterman saying, how can that not be off his foot? And that's the way the half inning is going to end, on a ground out there as the Blazers strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. Back after this from KMCH Sports. John and Corey back with you. We're in the bottom of the second inning here from Exide Field. No score. Hawks and the Blazers at the Beckman Sports Complex. Ball inside, off the plate for ball one. We're even now 1-1 the count. Here to Nick Casey. Pops this one up right side. It'll travel out of play. It's Casey. One of the two seniors for the Hawks on the squad, both going to Coe College in Cedar Rapids. Another one, Ben Ridenauer, 59 at-bats, 10 runs, 15 hits, 5 doubles, 9 runs driven in, 254 average. He skies this one left side. He's running it out. The catcher is going to get to it, makes the catch with his back towards the plate. Stonkin puts it away. Pop out. For out number 1, it brings up Luke Curley now. 4 retired in a row by Pecci. The first 3 swinging strikeouts. Now a pop out. Brings up Curley here on the freshman on this roster for the Hawks. 5 of them to be exact. Usually about 5 in the starting lineup. Up and in there for a ball 1-0 the count. As Curley hitting .254, 5 runs, 15 hits, and 3 doubles. Ball outside, right on that outside corner at the knees for a strike. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, that first curveball kind of got away from him on that first bad pitch of a curveball that I've seen from him tonight.
He lines this one up the middle, deep at short. Getkin is there behind the bag. He throws to Marbach at first base, and the 6-3 ground out for out number 2. And Ben Ridenauer will stand in.
Yeah, they had Luke pinched in the middle. Just nice little one-hopper right to the shortstop.
It's Ridenauer. In the 6th spot, takes a strike on the outside corner. Anthony's 53 at-bats, 10 runs, 10 hits, 2 doubles, 13 runs driven in, a 189 average. He's walked the team leading 15 times. Takes that one up and out. For ball 1, we're even 1-1.
Yeah, if Pecci's able to work that curveball for a first pitch strike later in the innings, that's going to make him tougher.
And there's the ball inside and down for ball 2, 2-1 the count. .77-degree light wind Monday evening here at the ballpark. And there's a breaking ball. He's got that working nicely tonight. There's a little flinch by the senior Ridenauer that time. Outer half for strike 2. Here to Ben Ridenauer. Popped up and out of play, right side. And now we'll climb back in the box with a even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here we're 2 away, the bottom of the second inning. They're outside. Try it again. Is that the breaking ball?
That's the breaking ball, yeah, just a little bit more speed on it. Kind of changes the speed here. I would expect that hard outside fastball here.
It stayed out. 2-2. Downstairs, got him swinging. And the strikeout for out number 3. To the 3rd we go. We're moving along. No score from Manchester. This is West Delaware Baseball, KMC Sports. 8-9-1 slated for the Blazers as we begin the third inning. Ball outside there. Want to know the count. Jack Westhoff, the designated hitter for the second baseman. Grant Roush stands in to face Jared Voss. In the top of the third, no score. Strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. No runs, no hits. One left on for the Blazers. One defensive error for West Delaware so far through 2 innings. Another pitch staying outside. Off the plate, too far for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Here to Westhoff. As the Hawks have zeros in their line total. Ball fouled back in the fence. And we're even 2-2.
Doing a good job working that outside half against the lefty. We'll see if he tries to drop a curveball in here.
The junior Westhoff, 5 at-bats, 4 runs, 1 hit, 1 driven in on the season. As he chops this one right side, Voss gets to it in a hurry, bobbles it, but able to get control and underhand toss it to Reidenauer for the 1-3 put out for out number 1.
The old
always going.
Hot potato.
He is that wrestling mindset always going with Jared Voss.
Yeah, did a nice job dropping that curveball down low and made him chop it right into the dirt.
Carter Penchy standing in. Number 9 hitter. As the pitcher here. Tries to get a piece of that one. Did it hit the bat or just...
I think it was just
spun the glove of Cole as he let it go by. It was a low pitch for ball 1. 1-0 the count. It looked like he showed bunt the last second. Now he's swinging away and grounds it left side. Curley gobbles it up, throws it over. The stretch by Reidenauer is a good one. And the ground out to the third baseman for out. Number 2 brings up the top of the order. Luke Genkin now. As Genkin struck out swinging his last time in the first inning.
Nice strong throw there by Luke. Gathered it up. He was getting down the line pretty well and put a nice cannon shot right to Ben. Nice play.
But Genkin climbs in the box and takes a strike at the outside corner just above the knees. For strike 1, 0-1 the count. Ball in the dirt. Evens it up now at 1-1.
Always good to see a young catcher still try and block that and do what he's supposed to do even with nobody on base.
The 1-1 downstairs again. Easier one as it bounced right to the glove of Cole that time.
Even though I don't think Kyle wants to do it 2 times in a row.
No. You don't ask for that. There's a ball downstairs again. 3-1 the count. Beckman will have a few games this week as they'll have about the schedule the Hawks did last week. Ball inside off the plate for the first walk. Free pass there. The 2-out variety brings up Sean Deitmeyer now.
Okay, left fielder, Sean Deitmeyer.
7 games this week for Beckman. They'll host Davenport Assumption tomorrow night, then Independence on Thursday night, then at Turkey Valley for a tournament with Appleton Parkersburg in Turkey Valley on Saturday. 7 games, the first of 7 games here tonight. Ball up and in to the second man of the lineup here, Sean Deitmeyer, the 4th hitter this inning. He popped out to the first baseman right now, his first time in inning number 1.
First time Jared's gone 4 straight pitches without throwing a strike.
There's a strike. Counter half, just as you say that.
Like you just needed to drop that one right in there.
And we're even at 1-1.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see some movement at first on this.
Genkin getting a lead. He's 15 of 60 in the stolen base department. The most steals on the team ahead of Owen Grover. Grover has 12. He's 12 of 14 in that category. And the 1-1 pitch from Voss on the way. Grounded right back to him, up the middle. The shortstop Casey's going to get it and step on the bag for the easy force out at second. And we go to the bottom of the third. Still no score from KMCH Sports. Bottom half of the third inning is underway. A strike on Chad Bishop as he went too far. The ball down in the dirt. Bishop, the designated hitter here for Zach Goebel, the right fielder in the 7th spot. The Bishop, Meyer, and Funk slated here for the Hawks in the last of the third inning. No score here from Exide Field. Chad Bishop, the junior, 13 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 3 RBIs. He's a .077 batter, and he takes strike 2 there, and he's down the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Carter Petchy.
See if he wastes this pitch or goes right at him.
There's a swing and a miss on a pitch outside, breaking ball, and it dipped the last second there, and Bishop wishes he could have that swing back for another swinging strikeout there for out number 1. 5 strikeouts now off the right arm of Carter Petchy as he's retired 7 in a row. Lucas Myers standing in, the freshman second baseman, shows bunt, pulls back, takes the ball, low outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Meyer.
Not a bad idea there by Lucas. He's been throwing a lot of first pitch curveballs, maybe try and sneak a bunt down on that.
Meyer, 41 at bats, 12 runs, 8 hits. He has 2 doubles. Time his calls. He steps out, takes a couple of cuts, 1 RBI. He's walked 10 times and is hitting .195. Stands back in, swing and a miss there for strike 1. We're even 1-1. That was another breaking ball. Man, he's going to that a lot. Why not? He has the Hawks really off balance, and that breaking ball is working well tonight.
Yeah, he used that breaking ball, then he hits that outside fastball.
This one skied on the infield. Behind the mound is a shortstop. Getkin going to get to it and calls everybody off. Pop out for out number 2. Brings up Connor Funk now. Another one of the freshmen. 4 freshmen in the starting lineup here tonight for the Hawks. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Funk will stand in. He's playing left field here tonight for Coach Lawler and company. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes the ball on outside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Hit it Connor Funk.
See if he follows suit and throws a second pitch curveball here when he was behind in the count.
Yep, swing and a miss. In their half, strike 1, and we're even 1-1. A 1-1 from Petchy. Another breaking ball dipped inside on that corner, just above the knees for strike 2. 1-2 the count. There's a 1-2. This ball in the dirt outside. We're even now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a good job holding off on that pitch because you just saw the first curveball come over nice and easy. And he throws a little bit harder, tries to get you to chase that into the dirt.
So one swung and missed on that outside corner, knee high, and Funk goes down swinging. 6 strikeouts now for Carter Petchy against the Hawks offense. So we go to the 4th inning. No score from Exide Field. This is Hawks baseball from KMC Sports. This game 36 minutes old. We're in the top of the 4th inning. 3, 4, 5 for the Blazers. O'Connor, Grover, and Marbach. Voss starts off O'Connor with the ball inside. Now a strike on the outside corner at the knees, and we're even at 1-1 to count. O'Connor lined out to the center fielder Waller to end that first inning. Only 2 runners on base for the Blazers via error and a walk. No hits for either team so far in this one. Ball 2 there, 2-1 to count here to Seamus O'Connor, who's hitting .315, second best on the team in the average column. This one is sky, deep left field. Funk going back, still going back. It's going to bounce over his head off the warning track, landing up against the wall, and he'll get it in, but not before a leadoff stand-up double off the bat of Seamus O'Connor.
Yeah, it's first batter for the game that Jared was actually behind in the count, 2-1 pitch against a really good hitter. And is able to drive that in left field. Nice job by Funk, playing it off the one hop off the wall, getting it in. Hold him in second. Now we'll see what the Hawk defense can put together here.
For O'Connor's 18th hit of the season, his 8th double. He leads the team in that column. Runner on first. Nobody out. Owen Grover stands in. He reached on that error like Curley his first time up in the second. A throw back is putting the tag on as Meyer from his second base position as O'Connor was standing on the bag. The first pitch of the at-bat forthcoming here. And there's a bunt, but foul picked up off the hop in foul ground by Kyle Cole for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Owen Grover. Again, we see the cleanup hitter doing whatever it takes. Sacrifice here called by Coach Martin and Klosterman and company. Is Coach Fred Martin the head coach, but he coaches a bench coach like a manager in the big leagues or college baseball. He coaches from the dugout. Connor Klosterman, the third base coach. Third year they've had that scenario, and it's worked well for the Blazers. Ball misses upstairs. We're even at 1-1.
That pitch was just a little bit up. I thought we might get that one called.
As the 1-1. First, a throw back. Meyer will put the tag on, but sliding back in, hit first safely is Seamus O'Connor. The runner out at second. Nobody down here at the top of the fourth inning. Waiting for the 1-1 pitch is Grover. From Voss. It's on the way, and it is popped up left field. Funk going back. That ball's carrying a lot further than I thought it would. In the corner, it bounces and goes to the left as Funk chases it down. 1 run will score. O'Connor comes all the way in to score. Grover on the RBI double down the left field line gets the Blazers on the board 1-0.
I would have put money that was going foul. It looked like it had that lefty duck spin that was heading out, but it just kept carrying and stayed in the corner.
And I didn't think you'd go that far.
No.
So the second double of the inning. The RBI for Owen Grover. Plates O'Connor. Now Marbach sends this one into right field. Goebel's there. He puts it away. The fly out for out number 1 brings up Nick Offerman now for Grover. That was his 24th hit. He's second on the team in hits as he got his 14th run batted in. Improved his average. Coming in hitting .404. 1 out brings up Offerman. Grounded out to Meyer at second his last time. He grounds this one to right side. A foul ball just to the right of the first base bag. Has been right now are giving it chase. So a runner on. A runner in and 1 out so far in this top of the fourth inning. 1-0 Beckman with the lead. Coming in 2-2, tied for fourth place with Marion behind Central DeWitt, Solon, and Mount Vernon on the east side of the Wamack Conference. The ball missing upstairs. We're even 1-1. Central DeWitt, perfect 16-0 overall. They're number 3 in 3A. The Sabres are 4-0 on the east side. Solon number 5 in 3. They're 4-1-1. There's a swing and a miss there for strike 2. Big cut by Offerman. It's 1-2. As Mount Vernon with a 3-1 record. Third place as they swept this Beckman team a couple of weeks back. 2 close 1-run games. There's a foul ball back to the fence. Count stays 1-2.
Would be nice to see Jared drop a nice little curveball here and get one on his own.
Should say 1-run game. They lost to Mount Vernon 11-4 in the first game down in Mount Vernon back on last Monday night, June 10th. There is a line, hot shot into left field. Funk will come get it. Keep the runner at third. The third hit of the inning. Offerman has it, and runners are on first and third now.
Did a nice job sitting back on that curveball, hit a nice hit. Nice job by Funk getting it in. Now it's the old first and third situation. It can be just as fun in baseball as it is in softball sometimes. It'll be interesting to see what Beckman tries to do here.
Stelkin stands in. Grounded out. His first time up to Voss in that second inning.
Either off his leg or right to him.
Yeah. And there's a ground ball. Left side takes a wicked hop over the head of Nick Casey. That ball was coming right for him. Took the hop and just spiraled up and over his head into center field. As Stelkin get on first base, Offerman to second, and Grover will come in to score.
That had 6-4-3 written all over it on that one. Hit hard, hit that lip, and it was up and over.
There's on first and second. This one's hit by Westhoff into shallow left center field. Getting over there's Wohlert. He's able to hang on to it as he loses balance and hits the deck there in left center field, but keeps possession of the baseball. The fly out for out number 2 brings up Carter Pesci now.
Yeah, that was a big out there. Nice catch by Logan. Covered some ground, and then it just looked like he stepped in a little hole or something.
So 2 down and 2 runners on still. Beckman has scored twice in the top of the 4th inning. Time is called, but Pesci, as he grounded out to the third baseman Curley, his first and last time up in that 3rd inning. Chops this one right back up the middle as Meyer will get it and just step on the bag for the force out there for out number 3. Beckman does get 2 runs on 4 hits as we go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Blazers. Back after this from KMCH Sports. John Swisher, Corey Coates back with you from Exide Field. Bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch number 42 off the right arm of Carter Pesci. Pitch 43 is bounced right side. Roush has it up and over off the bat of Kyle Cole, and Cole grounds out to start this bottom of the 4th inning, and the ground out to the second baseman. It brings up Logan Wohlert. So Beckman getting the first hits of the game and the first runs. Had 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 runners left on. No Hawk errors in that top of the 4th inning. So Beckman has a 2-0 lead here in the last of the 4th. Logan Wohlert stands in. As takes the ball there, 1-0 the count. Logan Wohlert struck out swinging his last time in the 1st inning.
Multiple Hawk batters stepping up on first pitches showing bunt. There's the second pitch coming with the curveball.
Breaking ball in on that inside corner for a strike is Carter Pesci. Loves to throw that curveball. And we're even 1-1. He's good at it and has it working well tonight. Sprays this one up and out of play right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Logan Woolard. Coach's kid, Bill Pesci, the late 80s graduate of Western Dubuque High School. A swing and miss by Logan Woolard. For out number 2 is Bill, former head coach. It's probably been about 9-10 years ago now that Bill was down at Central DeWitt as the head coach of the Sabres. 2 outs here. Brings up Jared Voss now. Swinging strikeout his last time in the first inning. Takes a strike here on the inside corner at the knees. 1-1 the count to Voss. Fastball. There we go. Left side in to left field. That's the efforting shortstop. Getkin is not able to get there. And a 2-out single off the bat of Jared Voss. First hit of the evening here for the Hawks offense. And it brings up Nick Casey with 2 away. Casey popped out to the catcher, Stelkin, his first and last time up in that second inning. Luke Curley in the on-deck circle. If Casey can keep this inning alive with 2 down and 1 out, breaking ball. It's in there, inside corner, above the knees. For strike 1. 1-1 the count here to Nick Casey. An hour and 48 minutes old here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Another one. Almost the same spot there. Casey laid off again and takes it for strike 2. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball up and out there for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Nick Casey.
Be interesting if he comes back with that curveball in the dirt and see if Nick will chase it.
And the 1-2 on the way. Left it out over the plate as he sends it to center field. Grover will put it away, though. The Hawks strand a runner as we go to the 5th. 2-0 Beckman. Hawks baseball. KMC Sports. Top of the 5th inning is here. Top of the order for the Blazers. Luke Getkin will stand in, takes the ball, 1-0 the count. Getkin walked his last time. Thrown out at second, forced out there in the inning. In the 3rd, he struck out in the 1st. Here's a ground ball left side. As Casey had it, bobbled it, gets it back, throws it, and then safe. The second defensive error of the game allows Getkin to get on first base, and Sean Deitmeyer will stand in now.
Yeah, he kept it in front of himself, and it looked like it was just kind of on the transfer. It's kind of a tough after the last ball that got hit to him. He didn't know where that ball was going. Yeah. So, well, we'll see if Beckman looks to try and bunt him over.
Sean Deitmeyer stands in. Brought it out to end that 3rd inning. He popped out to right now at first, back in the 1st. Showing bunt, pulls back, takes a strike of the outside corner. Japanese for strike one. 0-1 the count here to Dykemeyer. One on, nobody out. Top of the fifth inning. Blazers lead this game 2-0. They scored and had hits for the first time in this game. In the top of the fourth, 4 hits, 2 runs. Throw over, getting back in is Getkin. Long look in by Voss, getting his sign from his freshman catcher, Cole.
Nice pitch.
Right down the pipe that time for a strike. Sean Dykemeyer. Beckman leads this series going back to 2007, 16-8 in 24 games. Beckman's 8-4 games played here during that time frame. Here at Exide Field, ball inside off the plate.
65th pitch there for Jarrett, so his pitch count is still down. Nothing more than 16 pitches per inning.
1-2 the count. Here to Dykemeyer. Runner on, nobody out. Top of the fifth, ball in the dirt. Throw down by Cole. Getting back in, standing up is Dykemeyer. We're even out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dykemeyer back in and ready. Getkin getting his lead at first. 2-2. Off speed. Liner up and over the head of Casey into left field. The 5th hit of the game, 5th of the last 2 innings. Dykemeyer will get on and brings up Seamus O'Connor as Getkin moves to second.
How about third baseman, Seamus O'Connor?
Nick got about 3 more inches. He may have been able to snap that. Maybe Derek Krogman at shortstop could have entered in there quickly and got that one up in the air. But nice job getting it in. Now it'll be interesting with nobody out to see what the Blazers end up doing here.
O'Connor lined out to Wallerton Center back in the first. Got that double to left field in the fourth. He started that 4th inning. He scored the first run of 2. Stands in here with nobody out. 2 on, bunting. Right side in the air. Lands against the fence. In front of that on deck batter, his teammate Owen Grover. 0-1 the count. Here to O'Connor. Coming in, hitting .315 on the season. Blazers at 14-6. There's a throw back. That hand getting back in there before the tag comes.
Nice little pickoff attempt there, caught him leaning. It'll be interesting here if they have him bunt the second one or if they just let him continue to hit.
Boss will look back again. Now the 0-1, showing bunt, pulling back, taking a ball outside and in the dirt for ball 1. We're even now. 1-1 the count to Seamus O'Connor. Connor back in and ready. Showing bunt, pulling back, takes the ball in the dirt. And the runner will advance from second to third on the wild pitch. Dykemeyer hangs out at first. The runner's on first and third here with nobody down. O'Connor will stand back in.
Almost looked like with him showing bunt, Jared was almost trying to aim it a little bit. Got scooped up in the dirt. Nice job by the base runner to get to third.
2-1 on the way. Here's a line drive, base hit in left field. That'll score the 3rd run of the game as Getkin comes in easily. Dykemeyer will get the second. O'Connor has his 2nd hit and his first RBI of the night. Give him 14 now on the season. He's got 19 hits for Seamus O'Connor. Nobody out. Owen Grover stands in with runners on first and second. Grover, the left-handed batter, he shows bunt, puts it down. Beautiful bunt, Curley on the run, gets it. He fakes the throw. He had no chance
to get him.
To get O'Connor. A good heads-up move by Curley, the freshman at third, realizing that and saving it. And instead of airmailing it or throwing it in the dirt over there, now the bases are loaded, nobody down.
Yep, that's a smart play by the freshman. But you know he's played a lot of baseball. You talk about that, you know you cover it. But great bunt, great decision. Out the bases loaded. Looks like Hawks are going to try and turn 2 in the middle is what it looks like.
Dykemeyer on third, O'Connor on second, Grover, and swinging right away. Grover, the 6'4", 3, double play for 2 outs. It's a bouncing ball to the left side off the bat of Brock Marbach. But he gets himself the RBI, as scoring from third was Deitmeyer for the second run this inning. Fourth of the game, 4-0 now. Beckman.
Of course, you can't play it in rewind. But if we would have been up and playing for it, double play in the middle, that would have been the perfect one hopper to get him at the plate. But you'll take the two for one on that.
Runner on third. A strike. O'Connor at third. Strike taken by Nick Offerman. 2 runs in here in this top of the fifth. Beckman's added to their lead. It's 4-0. Here's a high chopper on the run. Casey going to have to hurry, and he does. Good stretched by right now at first on the ground out to the shortstop for out number 3. Beckman tacks on 2 more. They lead 4-0. To the last of the fifth we go from Exide Field. You're listening to it. KMCH Sports. Back in Exide Field. Nice play by Seamus O'Connor at third as he reaches out and snags a liner off the bat of Luke Curley. As the L5 officially in the scorebook for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Ben Ridenauer will stand in. Nice job, Curley, jumping on that second pitch of the at-bat, but even better defensive play by Mr. O'Connor.
Yeah, Luke's hit the ball hard twice tonight. One time up the middle, one hop the shortstop who had him played there, and then that was just a great play by the third baseman.
Strike there to Ridenauer. He struck out swinging his first and last time up in that second inning.
Started Ridenauer off with a curveball, swinging a miss.
And the 0-1 is driven into left field. Deitmeyer getting over, diving catch, laying out. Does he hang on? He does. Says the home plate umpire halfway on the infield making the call. As the fly out there, diving catch by Deitmeyer coming in and laying out for that one for out number 2. And it brings up Chad Bishop now. Beckman leading this game 4-0 here in the last of the fifth. As they have 4 runs, they added 2 more on 3 hits and left a runner on. Hawks and another defensive error. They have 2 so far in the night. A strike there to Bishop. He is the DH for Zach Goebel. Bishop struck out swinging his last time in the third. There's a grounder left side. O'Connor gobbles it up, sends it over, and the 5-3 ground out to the third baseman for out number 3. To the 6th we go. Hawks trail Beckman 4-0 here from KMC Sports. Top of the sixth inning here, just underway at Sill Field. West Delaware and Beckman softball tonight. Bill Logan will have game 2 for you coming up later on tonight. As here it's 4-0 Beckman in this sixth inning. Ball to the backstop there. 1-0 the count to Matt Stelkin, the catcher for the Blazers. Sends this one high and deep to left field. Funk on the chase for it. It's going to bounce to the warning track up against the bottom of the wall where he picks it up and sends it in, but out before leadoff. Double stand-up variety off the bat of Matt Stelkin. His second hit of the game now for Stelkin. As he's on second, Jack Westhoff, the DH. We have a courtesy runner there as coming in, number 10, Riley Fengman, the junior, will run for Stelkin.
Cole comes out and talks to Voss, getting stuff organized now with the runner on second, maybe mixing signals up just a little bit here.
So the double for Stelkin is his second of the year. His 15th hit on the season. Came in a little below 300. He's improved that batting average so far. Jack Westhoff stands in the DH. He's 0 for 2 at the ground out to Voss and a fly out to Woolert in this game. 1 on, nobody out. Here at the top of the sixth inning, a strike at the knees on the outside corner to Westhoff for strike 1 as Voss gets ahead this time.
Jared's still doing a nice job against the lefty batters, keeping it to the outside half.
And the 0-1 from Jared on the way. It's chopped left side foul. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. The designated hitter, Jack Westhoff.
The one thing about this Beckman team, I believe the leadoff batter struck out, and I don't think they've struck out since putting the ball in play.
They have not. One swinging strikeout by Getkin to start the game, as Corey alluded to. Ball that misses the zone there. 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Westhoff. Runner on second, nobody down. Top of the sixth. Beckman leads this game 4-0. The 1-2 from Voss on the way. Outside, swinging and missing. Good location there. 1-2. Westhoff chased it just a hair off the plate. Came up empty for the first out. Carter Pesci will stand in now.
Did a nice job keeping the curveball on the outside half and not bringing it into him. Good spot on that pitch.
Pesci is 0 for 2. Grounded out. The second baseman is last time up. And now the third baseman again, like he did his first time. Curley gets it up and over, gets his man right now to third as the runner going, but sliding in safely is Fangman, the courtesy runner. A ground out. Please just get the runner over to third, but 2 down. So Luke Getkin will stand in now. He's been on base 2 of the 3 times he's been up by an error and a walk so far in this game. He scored his last time, that 2-run 5th inning, after getting on with the error. Here's a ball downstairs and outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count here to Luke Getkin.
Really nice execution by both teams on that last play. Luke looked him back, made a nice throw. Ben made a nice throw over. Beckman base runner did a nice job getting to third.
Strike right at the knees. Fastball on the inside corner for strike 1 or even. 1-1 the count. Runner on third. 2 away now here in this top of the sixth. Goes inside again. A 1-hopper to Curley. Try to backhand it. Scoots by and under his glove into left field. 5th run of the game for Beckman will score, as getting to first will be Luke Getkin.
Yeah, that's one of those tough mini line drives at third base. You're not really sure how hard that thing pops off the bat, and tried to backhand off the 1 hop and just got under it.
Left fielder, Sean Deitmeyer.
Deitmeyer standing in. Throw over. Getting back in, sliding. At first is Getkin at first. Lost the long look. Ground ball left side, just to the left of the third base bag. And by Sean Deitmeyer. He had a hit to left and scored his last time of the 5th. Grounded out in the 3rd and the 1st innings. The one here is up and out for a ball. We're even out 1-1 the count to Sean Deitmeyer. Top the sixth inning, 2 out, 1 on. Beckman has scored 1. They lead 5-0 now. Number 7th ranked team in Class 2A, the Blazers. Record of 14-6. Hawks are unranked in 3A. Record of 8-10-1. All the misses outside. And the count's 2-1.
Jared has definitely been working the inside half of the plate, and you can kind of tell where Beckman's hits and their outs have been coming, have been pulling the ball to the left. Not a whole lot to the right side of the infield.
2-1 is Sky, right side. Now, taking behind the mound is Meyer in front of that second base bag as he gets the high pop out for out number 3. Beckman adds another run. Go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-0 Blazers with the lead. Back after this from KMCH Sports. Along with in-studio producer Austin West, John and Corey back with you. 0-2 the count here to the leadoff man, Lucas Meyer, number 8 batter. Ball upstairs there, 1-2 the count now. Meyer, Funk, and Cole, 8-9-1, slated for the Hawks here at the bottom of the 6th, trying to get the offense going. They trail the Beckman 5-0 here. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball downstairs. As not able to catch it is the catcher Stelkin, but he fires down to his first baseman Marbach for the put out there. And the 2-3 completes the strikeout for out number 1.
3 of his 4 pitches there were curveballs.
8 strikeouts now. All the swinging variety off the right hand of Petchy. He's just in the low 63?
63 pitches.
Pitches now for Petchy. A strike, get ahead of Connor Funk. Downstairs, a breakable outside. Couldn't lay off. Funk is down the hole 0-2. Bill Logan tells us that the Beckman Blazers out in front already in the middle of the first. 3-0. They lead West Delaware at Sill Field tonight. Beckman and West Delaware will have all of Game 2, maybe some bonus coverage of Game 1 as well. As we've had a quick one here, an hour and 11 minutes so far in this one. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. Beckman leads 5-0. Ball outside there to Funk. And it's 1-2 to the number 9 batter. Struck out swinging his first time back in that 3rd inning. A 1-2 on the way. Outside too far for ball 2. We're even 2-2.
Not to gooch anybody, but I don't think we've even had a walk tonight.
No free passes on the Hawks side. We've had one on the other side. This one is in a shallow left center field. Diving effort, but not able to get that one is Grover. But what an effort by Owen Grover, laying out in left center field for that one. As Funk will get on with the first hit of the night.
The proverbial duck snort got out there.
Yeah, the second hit, I should say. Yeah, that was a little duck snorter. As what an effort by Grover. Just could not keep it in his mitt with the dive there. Kyle Cole standing now. He's over 2. A strikeout and a ground out. He takes it upstairs, chin high for a ball. 1-0 the count.
Hawks looking to shake things up here, getting a base runner on.
Another one stays up for a ball. 2-0 now. West Delaware softball team strikes back for 1 run at the bottom of the first. So after 1, it's 3-1. Beckman leading at Sill Field in game 1 tonight. Off speed downstairs for a ball. 2-1. A rematch of 3-1 now, the count, I should say. A rematch from the later round games. Hawks got 3rd place. They beat Beckman on Saturday evening. There's a strike. Now it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here to Kyle Cole. Runner on first. 1 down. Bottom of the 6th. Beckman leads 5-0. Popped up right side. Now the play. Now we're full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Cole. And there's a ball fouled in the batter's box. Cole fighting, doing whatever he could to stay alive there. Getting a piece of it. And we're full 3-2.
And Funk was on the run. He almost got walking right into it. With just 1 out, we're going to put a little pressure on.
Cole back in and ready. Petchy, the long look in. Now the 3-2 delivery, and it's lifted up and out right side. Top of the batting cages down the right field line in foul land. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away, runner on first.
Funk stayed put that time, so we'll see if he has a movement here.
And there is a swing and a miss. First base occupied, so Cole is out automatically on the strikeout for out number 2, and it brings up Logan Woolard now.
Petchy officially with his most pitches thrown in an inning. That was pitch number 17.
Okay, circular. Logan.
9 strikeouts here tonight. He had 37 coming in and 27 innings pitched. 4-0 record. 5th start of the year. Ground ball left side. Coming on is Getkin. He has it on the run. Nice scoop. Nice throw. Nice out there. And we go to the 7th. Ground out to the shortstop. Ends it. Hawks leave a runner on. And they trail 5-0 to the 7th we go. Right here from KMCH Sports.
Gene?
Back in, top of the seventh. Seamus O'Connor will lead things off. 3-4-5 here for the Blazers. O'Connor, Grover, and Marbach. As Beckman leads this game 5-0. Voss on for a seventh inning of work. The ball now another one. 2-0 the count here to O'Connor. He's had 2 hits to left field his last 2 times up. He's got an RBI, a double, and a run scored so far as he hits this one down the left side. A foul ball. 2-1 the count for the Blazers. 5 runs, 8 hits, and they've stranded 6 runners on base through 6 innings. Bouncer left side foul. And we're even 2-2 for the Hawks. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 runners left on through 6 innings of play. No Beckman defensive errors. The Hawks have committed 3. The 2-2 on the way. A little slapper left side here is Curley on. Not going to be in time. It'll be the 3rd hit in a row for Seamus O'Connor and the 9th of the night for the Beckman offense.
Boy, that ball just died as soon as he hit it into the dirt off that. A nice piece of hitting off that curveball.
3-1 last check after 1 inning of play. Beckman leads West Delaware at Sill Field. Softball action tonight. We'll have game 2 for you. Bill Logan will be along from Sill Field for the West Delaware Beckman softball action tonight, showing bunt taking helmet high upstairs is Owen Grover. He stands in with the runner on first, nobody down here this top of the 7th inning. Grover has 2 hits his last 2 at-bats as well. Ball missing outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Grover. He reached on an error his first time up in the 2nd. Got a double. RBI double and scored in the 4th. And a hit and was stranded his last time in the 5th. The 2-0 here from Voss. Lined into the fence left side for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here to Owen Grover.
See on this 2-1 pitch with nobody out, see if he gets him moving at all.
Fake going, but perfectly executed. The hit and run is going around second. O'Connor into third. The throw there. Got him. And he got him. Indeed. Nice job by Goebel from right field. Putting the tag on Curley. The 9-5 on the putout. So O'Connor sliding right into the tag for the first out of the inning. So Grover getting on with the hit to right field, the 10th of the game for the Blazers. He goes to second on the throw to third. It brings up Brock Marbach now. Marbach standing in with 1 out and a runner on second base.
Looks like we got a pinch hitter.
We will have a pinch hitter. Thank you. Josh Engler, the junior, will stand in. Marbach grounding out to a double play, flied out, sacrifice, bunt out. So he'll have Engler pinch hitting for him here in the 5th spot. The junior Engler swings and misses for a strike there. 1-1 the count to Engler. He's batted 53 times, 8 runs scored, 15 hits. He's knocked in 15, 1 double on the year, a .283 hitter. And that off-speed pitch fooled him there as he swung through it, came up empty for strike 2, 0-2 the count.
Yeah, nice job working the breaking balls. We'll see what he goes with here.
And the 0-2 from Voss. On the way, Sky to right side. Playable for right now or in fair territory. He'll have it, even with the bag near the baseline. A pop out for out number 2, and Nick Offerman will stand in now.
I have that as pitch 100 for Jared tonight.
All right, so 101 coming up here. Jared Voss. Wow. 10 hits on the night here. 3 defensive errors by the Hawks. There's a ball outside for ball 1-1 and the count. Runner getting his lead out there. Off a second is Owen Grover. Strike at the knees in her half there. To Offerman. Evens it up at 1-1. Meyer holding the runner. Now he gets back to his position now. Good lead out there by Grover. Now Casey holding one from shortstop. There's a slicer up and out of play right side. The count is 1-2 strikes.
Looked a lot like one of my tee-off shots. Sliced all the way down to the cages. Looks good off the bat and then just spins out of control.
So how's your golf game lately?
Well, it's been a while since I've been out.
It's been a while.
Yeah, once every 2 weeks or so.
So you're educating the youth of tomorrow on how to drive.
How to drive.
Always great. Playing driving instructor. As there is a ball downstairs. We're even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keeping them safe and not having to use that brake on the right side of the car.
That is correct.
It's always a good thing. Not too many accidents in your career that I remember.
Maybe zero.
That's good. There's a hard line here. Almost hit the umpire, Eric Olson. He got out of the way. Casey gets it, and he throws a low one as it bounces past Ridenauer. The 6th run will score as he goes to the fence line beyond the first base dugout. As Offerman gets on via the error, shortstop, 4th of the game now by the Hawks defensively. As Grover comes in to score.
Heck of a job by the umpire getting out of the way on that line drive.
Matt Stelkin will stand in now. 2 outs, runner on first, 6-0. Beckman has the lead. Strike on the outer edge there, above the knees for strike 1. 1-1 the count to Stelkin. He's got 2 hits his last 2 times up. A double last time and scored in the 6th. A hit and was thrown out back in the 4th. Throw over, getting back in easily is Offerman at first. They're in the middle of the 2nd. Beckman scored another run at the top of the 2nd inning. They lead 4-1 now over the Hawks. At Sill Field tonight. Ball inside off the plate. Here to Stelkin. Upstairs, chin high.
Tried to use that curveball and drop that back over, and sometimes later in the game, depending on how your arm's feeling, can sit and spin just a little bit too long up there.
2-1 on the way. Downstairs, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Here with 2 down, a runner on first. Top of the 7th inning. It's a game that's lasted an hour and 25 minutes. Beckman leading now 6-0. The 3-0. Chap left side foul. There'll be a full count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Matt Stelkin, the 7th hitter in this Beckman order. The 5th in this 7th inning.
3-2, 2 outs. We'll get the runner moving.
Offerman will be going from first to reaching on that error. 3-2 on the way. Kept it alive. A little popper there as played on that outside corner. For the second baseman, Meyer has it. Pop out for out. Number 3. Beckman adds 1 more as they lead 6-0 now. To the bottom of the 7th we go from Exide Field. Hawks baseball, KMC Sports. Johnny Corey back with you. We're underway with a strike to Jared Voss. He's 1 for 2. A strikeout swinging back in the first. A hit to left his last time in the fourth. Hawks trail 6-0 here in the bottom of the seventh. Beckman with the advantage. 3-4-5. Voss, Casey, and Curley. Ground ball. Chopper left side behind Coach Lahr in that third base coaching box. 0-2 the count. Lahr's sixth season, 143 wins, 63 losses, and 1 tie coming in here to game 1. Johnson were touching first base for him tonight. There's a swing and a miss and strikeout there. Jared Voss for out number 1.
2 curveballs and the outside fastball pretty much has been his repertoire for tonight. Petchy doing a nice job using the breaking ball.
10 strikeouts now, all the swinging variety for Petchy against the Hawks offense. There's a ball that tails outside and low for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here to Nick Casey. Casey's 0 for 2. Pop out of fly. He hits this one high, but medium depth left field. Nymeyer waiting for it to come down. He gets it when it does. The fly out to left fielder for out number 2 brings up Luke Curley. Last chance for the Hawks. They trail 6-0 here at the bottom of inning number 7, I should say. As Curley lined out to the third baseman O'Connor's last time of the 5th. Routed out to the shortstop back in the 2nd. Takes a strike there. Outer half of the knees for strike 1, 0-1 the count.
Luke's hit the ball hard twice his first 2 at-bats.
Ball outside in the dirt. And we're even 1-1 the count. Only 2 hits offensively for the Hawks here tonight in game 1. A 1-1 outside. We went too far. Couldn't hold up on that one in the dirt, well outside. As strike 2 there, 1-2 the count. Seeing that many breaking balls will do that to you. Outside, up and out for a ball, 1. Now up 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 2-2 on the way to Curley outside, too far and low. Ball 3. We're full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 on the way. Off speed, breaking ball, outer half, swinging, missing is Curley. The 11th strikeout ends the game. As Beckman gets the victory, 6-0. They improve their record to 15-6 now. 12-3 overall, 3-2 on the east side in their 21st game. They increased their road record to 7-4. The Hawks dropped to 8-11-1 at home. They're now 4-4, 0-7 on the east side. We'll come back with game 1 totals. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. Back into Exide Field, 6-0 Beckman with the win here in game number 1. As the totals, Beckman with 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 7 runners left on, 2 swinging strikeouts, and 1 walk. For the Hawks, no runs, 2 hits, 4 errors, 2 runners left, 11 swinging strikeouts, no walks, no hit batters. Carter Pecci, fine effort for the senior in his 5th start. He gets his 5th win, 5-0 now, and now 34 innings of work. And he was just a master of switching up his timing there. That breaking ball, he goes to a lot. Not an overpowering pitcher, a great Maddox, Heinrich-type pitcher, and just a good job of mixing and matching. A lot of breaking balls, and the Hawks weren't able to hit the ball well a few times, but not able to put it all together and get anything going here tonight as Pecci had his stuff. And Blazers got some offense going. 6 runs, not a bad outing by Jared Voss, but 4 errors defensively and too many hits for Beckman, 10 hits to be exact, led to those 6 runs.
Yeah, Pecci, I'm sure, had plenty of confidence when you can throw that curveball for a strike when you want, but then also be able to throw it out of the zone, and got some of the Hawk batters to chase that. And Hawks tried to take advantage when they saw the fastball coming in, tried to jump on that, and they got us a few hits. But, through the first 3 innings, that game was moving right along. Voss and Pecci were locked into a little pitching duel. And then, like you said, some untimely errors by the Hawks, and it just couldn't get things rolling against a great pitching performance by Pecci.
Yes, indeed. So this contest, 6-0 in 7 innings. Beckman beats West Delaware in 1 hour and 31 minutes here tonight from Exide Field in Manchester. As Game 2 coming up in about a half hour from now, we'll keep you updated as Bill Logan will bring you updates as he'll have coverage of West Delaware softball. Right now, in the bottom of the 2nd, the Hawks trail Beckman by the score of 4-1. As we'll give you some bonus coverage as Bill will be along for West Delaware Beckman softball coming up here from KMCH Sports. That's going to do it for now. We'll keep you updated on the 2nd baseball game right here as Bill brings you the 2nd softball game live on Mix 94.7 and KMCH.com. For Corey Coates, John Swisher saying thanks for joining us here tonight for Game 1. Beckman gets the victory, improves to 15-6. Now the Hawks 8-11-1. Now 6-0 the win for Beckman. As we'll have West Delaware softball against the Blazers coming up for you right here from KMCH Sports.